Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555. For your message or massages, come in. Come on. I've got intel. You heard the bell. Recon is afoot. Yes, Big Cat. Giving you a moment to assemble, darling dears. The planetary energies are. We have a first quarter moon, darling dear, in Gemini, the third house. A first quarter moon is a time when you have to take action, darling dear. When you face obstacles, do not waver, darling dears. Use the energy of the first quarter moon in Gemini to get great. Your short-term plans may need some form of adjustment over the next week or so. The Gemini moon is stirring up what? Gossip, darling dear. The merchants of slander, those children of the corn, right, will be what? Up fresh and popping today, darling dears. Keep your focus on networking and reaching new people, and you will find the attention and validation you seek. The sun and the moon are in a wonky position today, darling dears. So try not to worry too much about what others might be saying about you, Big Cat. Remember that true confidence comes from within. As well as what? Other people's opinions of you is none of your business, darling dears. You're too busy getting great. Why? Because I told you already, darling dears. Proverbs 12:24. You're a hustler, baby. For emphasis. Yes, baby. They're what? They're gassing up. These what? Hillbilly investigators, darling dears, with their speculations, their subterfuge and bull swanky on the balls of their feet. Jeremiah 9:40. But remember, a known enemy can't do you a thing, darling. It's the hidden ones, those in your inner circle that will have the what? Knife for your back, front and neck. Proverbs 27:6. Wounds from a friend are like kisses from an enemy, darling dear. Lies and gossipers, darling dears, are thieves. They still trust. They are ear hustlers, darling dears, looking for any peccadillo to try and take a Big Cat down. Why? I just told you, Big Cat. 'Cause you're a hustler, baby. Proverbs 12:24. Let's dive in, darling dears, and see what's going on. Let's get the runes. Good golly and gosh, you have Jera, darling dears. If you're going to get one, let it be the Wheel of Fortune. However, it's unfortunately, darling dears, it's on its face. It speaks about what? Repetition. So somebody's repeating, digging up an old bone. Yes, baby, a feeble-minded dullard is digging up an old bone. Somebody who is what? Trying to use what? Timing, bad timing, to put you in an impoverished state. I told you. Weapons are being formed against you, darling dears, but none shall prosper. You are a child of the light. You are a divine child. You have purpose, and you are Big Cat. You are built for this shiznai, darling dears. And at this stage in your healing, because every day as a Big Cat, you will have some kind of shadow work to do. This conflict was meant to come up, darling dears. Divine is watching to see how you handle it. Jera represented by the letter J, the numbers 40, 41, 42, and 43. The Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 on the tarot deck, darling dears. 10 is about what? Completion, ending of a cycle, the renewal of you, darling dears. The 10 goes down to a 1. It's because of your independence, your innovativeness, and the fact that you have new beginnings, which you have co-created in the name of the Most High. Doing that shadow work, darling dear, made you different from the rest. Not many can walk the path you walked. Not many can live in their own company. Enjoy it. What? Turn around the pain. Face the pain of what was done to you. What is still being done to you, darling dears. And yet still what? Survive. Not only survive, you are thriving. You are big cat. Ibex. Built for this shiz naive. What's happening today as the gossip mongers gather in twos and thruples, darling dears, to try and take you down with old bones? All they're doing is putting the karmas on themselves. Remember I told you that? Misfortune, unexpected misfortune and setback will follow them today, darling dears. Every time they call your name, something unfortunate will happen to them. Why? They should have let sleeping dogs lie. They should have been the sleeping dog lying, darling dears. Because today, as in every day, they bring up your name and your past mistakes. They will realize that it's a big cat world. We have the energy of the High Priestess and the Fool, darling dear. The energy of the two. The two speaks about balance, but the High Priestess in the upright speaks about secrets, darling dears. What did I say? The bone carriers are what they're up for it, mate. They're up for a bit of what? Scandal and subterfuge. But remember, they are rehashing old bones. And anyone that is sitting in their hemisphere listening to this Shiznai, they too will receive the karma. This is why I tell you, big cat, the minute that somebody even looks like they're about to gossip to you, exit and stage left. And if you're feeling like it, question them. Why are you telling me? What purpose was it meant to serve? That alone will shame them into silence, darling dears. You've got no time to take on anybody's old bones. Let them go to the what? The mud heart, and to the feeble-minded that don't mind being in what? Zemblanity, darling dears. Today you must do everything in your power to avoid the gossip mongers, lest you be blighted by the same misfortune which is about to touch them as they do their dastardly deeds. The energy of the two is moon energy, darling dear, as well as Cancer and Pisces energy. We also have the Fool, air energy, and Uranus energy. Uranus is what? Sudden change, darling dears. Uranus is the 8th planet, darling dear. In numerology, the number 8 is the number of karma. It is the number of light and dark. The two circles join in the center. Somebody is going to get a level of karma that they didn't even anticipate when they was carrying an old bone, when they should have let it lie. Remember I told you that, big cat? The energy of the blank 2 also speaks about poverty, darling dears. They're going to what? Put themselves down a dark path, which is going to take them a long time to dig themselves out of it, until they realize that they are the common denominator of all the bad luck and misfortune that's following them. 28 in the chat, darling dear, the number of wealth. The energy of Uranus, darling dears, let's dive in a little bit deeper. As I said, it's the 8th planet. A lot of unpredictable energy is bounding around today, but it also is telling you that your intuition is what? Bordering on genius today, darling dears. You are individual. You was built to be different and independent. Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury, so divine is calling on you to have what? A rational mind. Uranus is also the energy of how you change. Those are the key words, darling dears. How you have changed. You had to what? We've got the moon energy. The moon energy is about the past. It's also about gossiping and secrets, darling dears. Something to do with your domestic life. Or possibly a habit that you've overcome. They're going to be bringing it up, darling dears. Not realizing that they are trapping themselves, as you have already healed that inner part of self, darling dears. And you did it alone. Big Cat Chronicles continues. I was going to use the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, but I love it so much. I'm going to use the life lesson cards today, darling dears. The gossip mongers, the merchants of slander from the pits of the crevice of the devil's balls is looking for something to what? Rehash and bring up. Don't be drawn in by any salacious gossip, darling dears. You have come too far in my Sophia voice. You fought too many battles that were not seen by they, them, and I'm, darling dear, but divine saw them. You are a natural born healer. Some of you are working in the medical fields. Some of you heal with the works that you do. You could be a cook, a teacher, whatever it is, darling dears. Your ascension is on the line today. So you have to avoid the gossiping gossipers. Self-validate yourself, darling dears. Validate yourself. Self-validation is key to confidence. This is also the mask you're going to have to put over your own mouth. Don't be involved in the gossip that is being bandied around today, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. Avoid, avoid, and avoid. Like the plague, darling dears, like the plague. The gossip will be what? Shameless and bold. You were built for this, darling dears. I told you destiny is on the table at this moment in time. Something was written, darling dears. Something that you wrote down. Maybe somebody saw a journal. Maybe they had insight into your inner mind, darling dears. Words in the book or words in a text is going to be sent around today, darling dears. I told you it's going to be salacious. Don't listen, big cat. Walk away. Have nothing to offer the public. Don't get involved. Karma.com is on the tableau today. Mind your business, blood. Mind your business. The strength card is Big Cat Leo energy. Leo is the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of drama.com, darling dears. Past mistakes will be brought up and brought to your ears. It's also the house of the romance, the sex, the dating, darling dear, as well as progeny. They're going to draw you in with information along those lines, darling dears. Don't listen. Remember, the Wheel of Fortune is on its face. Bad luck is on the tableau. Law number 10 of the 48 laws of power. Avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. Only unhappy people going nowhere. Has time to be discussing other people's business. Remember, their glass ceiling is your floor. Base of the deck, darling dear. Practice what you preach, darling dears, and you have to be silent. When we see a flute on a picture, a flute means some kind of fortune is coming your way, darling dear. A flute, a recorder, any form of woodwind instrument, darling dear. And we also have the energy of what? An archangel. It says polish your skills, practicing regularly, focus on your own business, darling dears. Focus on getting great. I told you, self-validation will be key over the next week or so. The Gemini energy as well also represents siblings as well as neighbors. The gossip is going to be bandied around, darling dears, by many feeble-minded ones, not understanding that they are tripping their own selves up and what tying them to karma. Don't be one of them, big cat. And don't you dare try and defend yourself against gossip. I told you, what people have to say behind your back is none of your business. Right, let's press on not a hot trot. Thank you, Alexis Holmes, for the super chat. We've got Mars energy on its face. So therefore we're going to have to read the right side. It says about involvement, not just, and it's about conflict, darling dears. Yes, it is. You're gonna want to stand up for yourself, darling dear. Mars is Aries energy. Aries is the 1st house. It's about your identity. They're gonna be attacking your persona, darling dears. Salacious gossip. The wicked ones love to sneak up on you when you're least expecting it, and before you know it, you're involved in the karma. Don't do it, big cat. Wisdom is for the wise. Empress energy, because you run things. Abundant you be, darling dears. This is Venus as well as Earth energy. You've got something to lose, darling dears. Spiritual ascension is always on the tableau. You are a natural born healer, and you've got what? A life purpose to complete. Silencio, Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. Tell them at the back. Because true change is afoot. Yeah. Black magic and spell work. They're going to want to use spells, darling dears. Gossip is spelling, whispering it into your ears, claiming your life force, trapping your soul to more karma, darling dears. After you've done all of that shadow work to get out of situations that people expected you to be brown bread or barking at passing cars, dressing like Quasimodo's bestie in them streets. Going to use the gold deck, base of the deck, darling dear. Emotional fulfillment and happiness. The 10 also again speaks about ending of a cycle. A new beginning for you. The 10 of Cups in the upright, it also speaks about harmony and alignment. I told you, darling dears, you're about to be gifted with something from the Most High. We already saw the energy of the 8. The 8 is ruled by Saturn, darling dear. Karma is on the tableau as well as Dharma. So you have to choose what gift you will receive over the next week. So why they want to draw the big cat into this? Why they want to draw you into it? When you mind your own business. Why do they want to draw you into it? Yeah. Because you haven't been saying, they haven't seen you active. Maybe you are keeping to yourself in your working environment. If you are the boss, darling dears, you're not mixing with the co-workers or the underlings. 8 of Wands on its face, and the 8 is what? The energy of karma. I told you. Saturn rules the number 8. Saturn also rules the number, oh no, Saturn is the 7th planet, but it rules the number 8. This is nipping information in the bud, darling dears. The weapons will be formed. Their tongues will be what? Ready and primed to what? Deliver what? Arsenic to your shell like. That will bring you down, darling dears, and take you back many steps in your healing. You're going to have to nip it in the bud. And it also speaks about you not involving yourself in that in the past. You stepped away because you're the Empress of Change, darling dears, and you understood the wickedness of it all. So even though they know that you don't have a paw in the fight, that you're not prepared to listen, why must you be on these people's tongues? Because you're in manifestation mode, darling dears. We also have the Ace of Pentacles. Offers, opportunities are coming your way. It could be in the form of a new car. The Magician also speaks about a journey. The Magician also speaks about your ability to manifest, as I said, and it also speaks about you what? Transforming how you used to be. The Pentacles is something tangible. It could be a new home, job, car, career. You may even be an entrepreneur. But it also speaks about what? Being gifted with ancient knowledge, darling dears. Pay attention to your intuition. Divine is about to gift you with some more tools, but you have to avoid the salacious gossip today in order to get to the next level. This is why you're going to be earmarked by a merchant of slander. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles, please. Yeah. See no evil, hear no evil, darling dears. Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. Make the choice to not get involved. The sword is also what? Communication. It fell. It fell in the upright. You're going to have to choose wisely, darling dears, whether to be involved or you're going to cut it, nip it in the bud. Don't get yourself involved. Somebody wants to blindly offer a peccadillo to you, darling dears. What did I say? If you parlay with this person who betrayed many, darling dears, And the swords is all about words, darling dears. You two will be defeated. Remember I told you that. They know that you're not into this, that you're not involved in normal gossip. Queen of Wands, darling dears. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Use your intuition to fall back, darling dears. Fall back from the talking. Don't listen. I don't know how much more to tell you. Don't listen, darling dears. Mind your business. Drink your water. Focus on your books, your study. Focus on building your business. Focus on learning to retie your laces, whatever it keeps you occupied, darling dears. But fall back. Don't get involved. You're about to be gifted by the Most High. The universe is about to bless you with Dharma. Clarify the magician, please. It's a lot of cards. What did I say? Moon energy. This is a fake friend, darling dear. And it also again speaks about betrayal, gossip, slander, everything, all of the above. Moon energy. If you dare to sit and listen to that Shiznai, this is major arcana. This is a major warning. You will receive the same karma. That Folio is about to get somebody who's on the rinse and repeat. They're already going through judgment. And this is it will be a bad call, a bad judgment call for you to involve yourself in this, a situation that is what? Gonna bring no healing to there's no need for it, darling dear. Whomsoever wants to be this merchant of slander, bringing the news on the balls of their feet, darling dears. There's no need for it at all. But it shows exactly what kind of a sad pit they live in, darling dear. How dark their life is, darling dear. But they have to bring life to old bones. Why? Because it's a new pair of ears. Your ears. Why? 8 of Wands in the reverse. You have not been involving yourself with these people or this person. 8 of Wands in the reverse also is a reminder to nip it in the bud. Like I said, some of you may turn around and look at them and say, why are you telling me this? What benefit is to me? Queen of Cups. Your loyalty is about to be tested, darling dear, to your new path, to this new Ace of Pentacles, this tangible thing that you're about to be gifted by the Most High. What did I say? Merchant of slander is afoot. 5 of Swords. Drink your water, darling dears, and mind your business. Wash your face like David. Don't get involved, big cat. Don't get involved. I was about to say, if you get involved, darling dears, you'll be embroiled in the conflict, darling dear, and the confusion on the 10 of Swords. You will be embroiled, darling dears. Embroiled and held up as part of it. Anything you utter will be taken on the balls of the feet by a page. You've already seen that you are the empress of everything. We saw it in the cards. We saw the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, darling dears. Use discernment, understanding that you have something to lose. Something, a gift that you're about to be gifted by Saturn, no less. We have This is a page, darling. There's someone that's not on your level. What did I say? Divine is about to gift you with an 1111 fade and upgrade. This could be what? In the form of an invitation, a party, a celebration, meeting someone who is of a like-minded soul, darling dears. Somebody who has done the shadow work. You may stand up and listen to that gossip and what miss a meeting that you're supposed to have with somebody. A synchronicity in your life, darling dears. You ain't got time for that. Remember, when the student is ready, the master will appear. When the student is ready, like-minded souls will appear. You are being guided. You're an earth angel. You've been on a difficult path. And by engaging in this salacious gossip, darling dear, you will make that journey that much harder for yourself. And if it's things that are being said about you, being brought on the balls of the feet of a page, darling dears, with a peccadillo or two, it's none of your business. Be patient, darling dear. Because you have to remember, any revenge that you might extract on somebody that's gossiped to you or brought gossip to you, darling dear, is nothing compared to what the Most High will do as he sits high and looks low. This is not your fight, it's not your battle, and it also speaks about the spiritual protection by your ancestral team. Base of the deck, focus on your own grind, darling dear. Why? I already told you, Proverbs 12:24. You're a hustler, baby. You've got things to be getting on with. Don't let any salacious gossiper interrupt your journey today, darling dears. We already saw the magician. Some of you are planning the journey. You ain't got time to be worrying about them. You saw the 8 of Pentacles. Focus on your own gangster, your own grind, darling dears. You are being protected by your ancestral team, but remember, we are all given free will. We have the choice to choose whether to get involved or even what, answer a fool, a feeble-minded simpleton on gossip that's been said about you. Let them talk, darling dears. If somebody's talking about you, if you are the topic, it's because you're at the top. If you are the headline, it's because you are the head. And when you are the head, you hold the whip, darling dears. Choose Dharma over karma today and over the next week. Base of the deck, this is my God card as well in Kippa. I told you, Father God sits high when he looks low. Yeah, salacious information is being bandied around even as we speak, darling dear. Don't be involved, don't get involved. And again, it's on the 14, the energy of temperance, your ancestral team. You are being protected, but remember, choose wisely. On the 5, that's the energy of the Hierophant, darling dears. Choose wisely. Yeah. Somebody's talking about a home, some kind of stable foundation you've built for yourself. Yeah, messages are being sent, darling dear. From a bottom feeding snake straight out of Slytherin. The person will dare to lick the devil's balls before they mention your name or bring somebody else's business to you over the next week or so. Remember, bite thy tongue. You have to be the mature person in the situation, darling dear. The 6 is the Gemini energy. Gemini is the lovers. In the upright, it's about you making the right choices for you. The 6 on the Most High. That goes to an 11, darling dear, synchronicities, because I told you, you're about to be blessed in a major way. Oh, I can't make it up. You're about to be blessed. This is why your ears are going to be what? Tempted. World card, darling dears. Think about the family that you've created. Remember, whatever anyone's got to say behind your back or the darkness they want to bring to you, don't allow it. You are the prize. You've always been the prize. And you are about to receive Dharma, otherwise you would not be drawn into this salacious gossip. Bite your tongue, darling dears, and don't defend yourself to a feeble-minded, village idiot. We started the read with 28 in the room, and 28 is the number of wealth. Keep your expectations high, because the Most High is about to bless you. We already saw the sudden wealth. And on the 11, we discussed the 11 already, the synchronicities of it all. Base of the deck, leave them where they are, darling dears. Those gossipers whose own hearts will be going boom, diddy, boom, as they create karma for themselves. Base of the deck, gift wrap, she's naive. Shining in the sunlight, darling dears. Don't accept the gift that they want to give you, the gift of bad luck and karma. Split the deck, because you run things don't run you, privileged lady. Oh man. And very rarely use these cards. Where are they? I almost couldn't find the very rarely used cards. Very rarely do I take these out to use. Final messages for the big cat before we get off to what? Shut up our mouths, right? Get right into the Easter Island and Stevie Wonder as we get our what? Skeet on, darling dears. As we step into our Ibex mode, dexterous, darling dear, dodging bullets. You're gonna dodge a rocket launcher when you avoid the gossiping today, darling dears. We've got 2, 2, 2, 2, 4 twos, darling dears. The energy what? Quadrupled of the High Priestess. And it also goes to what? An 8. I told you Saturn is involved in this. Choose the light, darling dears. This is about finding balance. What did I say? Karma is here. Have faith in Father God, because there is a resolution. You're about to be gifted with what? Freedom and liberation. Step out in faith, because you are HEYOKA, a super empath. Read the room, darling dear, and it's on a 0. A fool will be approaching you, darling dears, to test your gangster and to pour poison into your ears. Look, the cards just fell off the top, and look what's showing. Gossip. I told you, the merchants of slander will be out in full force today. What does it say? This is a lot of Latin on here, darling dears. I see cum laude. You are about to graduate with honors. We've also got caveat emptor. It's about what? Buyer beware. Beware of what's being told. My eyes just caught again. E pluribus was it? Unam. Out of many is one. Out of many is one, darling dear. And what is this? Because whoever is approaching you has got atikiphobia. They've got a fear that they're not good enough, darling dear. This is why they want to give you the bad luck and the bad vibes and the bad gossip. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. I was just looking at the comments then. I don't know what you hid, darling dear, but I'm sure it was hidden for a reason. And Angelic Alchemist Mother. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot screens. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.